Warriors, rise! The flip being switched May, June 2023. We're going to break that down today.
I ain't gonna give in now, I think gonna live this now. I ain't gonna be man, I'ma kill this stuff real quick. I'ma go thick of the town, cause I gotta be that king in the ring when I'm knocking them out when I'm back with the will. Cause I am just up on the journey, you just know that I'm just going insane.
Grand Rising Warriors. It's Coach Shavy, the CEO of 3T Warrior Academy and many other companies in the ecosystem. I'm excited to be with you guys today, and today we're going to break down the flip being switched in between May and June 2023. First of all, I want to say thank you for all the amazing support yesterday. Many more to come. Many more good articles, many more tough articles as we rise up and to seek our own truth. The thing I always tell you guys, don't believe a word I say. Trust the feeling and vibration it creates in your body and act accordingly. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm talking about is financial advice. I'm just documenting my journey into the quantum financial system. But I'm here to share with you, especially if you read these articles, as you look this way, there's a whole nother narrative going on this way. And as you can see with my press release, you got to be very careful what you read in the media because it's this much truth and this much exaggeration to get you to look this way for a whole new narrative. So we're going to dive right into it, Warriors. This is the moment we've been waiting for. Now, I want to make this very clear, just from my understanding and my banking experience. What is happening is they are starting the faster payment system in between May and June 2023. Let's talk about what we do know. The G20 is launching the global crypto regulation in October. As we go into, I think, November, UK is launching their crypto regulation, okay? Their crypto regular, or their crypto, I think their digital currency, excuse me. And then as we go into May through June 2023, America is launching their faster payments is on the FedNow service. So that is not the CBDC, but it is showing you where we're heading. The faster payment system is so money moves at the speed of light. So we're going to watch this video. This was the remarks by Vice Chair Bernard on FedNow, August 29th, 2022. So we're going to listen to her video and we're going to listen to the full 5 minutes because it's really important. And then I'll break down the video. I'll narrate it just with some facts, figures, numbers, logic. Let's listen in.
I'm pleased to join you at the FedNow Early Adopter Workshop with the technical testing phase of the FedNow service kicking off in mid-September. I want to particularly thank you, the early adopters, for the important investments you're making to prepare for the day when the FedNow service goes live. Together, we'll be ready to launch the FedNow service between May and July of 2023, bringing this innovative core instant payments infrastructure to financial institutions of every size across America. We've been working hard to deliver on time, but ultimately the number of American businesses and households that are able to access instant payments will depend on financial services providers making the necessary investments to upgrade our payments infrastructure. Together, we can ensure all Americans have access to a modern and reliable instant payment system. The payment system is a critical part of America's infrastructure that touches everyone. Americans rely on the payment system all day, every day to make purchases, pay bills, and get paid without ever needing to think about the complex infrastructure that's operating under the hood. The FedNow service will transform the way everyday payments are made throughout the economy, bringing substantial gains to households and businesses through the ability to send instant payments at any time on any day with funds immediately available to recipients to make other payments or manage cash flow. Immediate availability of funds could be especially important for households managing their finances paycheck to paycheck or small businesses with cash flow constraints. Having the capacity to manage money in real time could help households avoid costly late fees or free up working capital for small businesses to finance growth. During the pandemic, we saw how essential rapid access to funds can be as so many households started spending their emergency relief payments on the day they were received. To deliver on the promise of a payment system for the future, the Federal Reserve has made a substantial commitment to the FedNow platform, which has benefited from the technologies and approaches provided by global technology companies that are vital for today's always-on digital economy. Our cloud-first design, unique among central bank instant payment services, positions us for the future by enabling not only the throughput and scalability required for high-volume retail transactions, but also broad geographic points of resiliency to ensure continuous service. Cloud-first design affords other key components such as self-healing processes and automation, which add to operational resilience. And our development processes are agile, allowing us to deliver new features faster to financial institutions of all sizes as they're ready to adopt them based on their priorities. We've also invested heavily in stakeholder engagement to ensure readiness for adoption through efforts like the pilot program, the FedNow Explorer resource, the FedNow community, the Service Provider Showcase, and the FedNow Early Adopter Workshop. To advance our goal of nationwide reach for instant payments, we are working closely with the private sector RTP instant payment service on message specifications to ensure alignment and support of routing interoperability. Just as the Federal Reserve has made a substantial commitment to our new instant payments infrastructure, we're calling on industry stakeholders to do the same. The shift to real-time payments infrastructure requires a focused effort, but the shift is inevitable. The time is now for all key stakeholders, financial institutions, core service providers, software companies, and app developers to devote the necessary resources to support instant payments. That means upgrading back office processes, evaluating accounting procedures for a 7-business-day week, arranging liquidity providers, deploying a new customer-facing app, and promoting instant payments for key use cases to customers. As the service providers featured at this event will demonstrate over the next few days, parts of the industry have already seized on the opportunity to build new services and capabilities that support instant payments. These efforts will increase competition in the market for end user services and promote innovation. Key benefits from providing the FedNow service as a neutral platform accessible to financial institutions of all sizes around the country.
Okay, so that's where she breaks down most of it. So I wrote a bunch of notes here, and what we're going to do is we're going to break it down. Okay, so number one, we're heading into a one world economy. Think about it. Why would everybody, including, well, many countries right now, why would they all be launching 2022, 2023? We're heading to this real-time, faster payment, one world liquidity, okay? Core payments infrastructure, the core payments infrastructure, that's one thing she said. The companies must get on board, okay, or they're going to get left behind. I put that in there. If these corporations, commercial banks, credit unions, I point over here, we have one across the street, if they don't get on board, they're going to get left behind. She said, we're going to transform the way we do payments. We've been sharing this with you guys since 2020 when all this started to launch. Instant payments, 24 hours a day. We're moving from a 5-day work week to a 24-hour-a-day instant payment, online type shopping experience, metaverse experience, where nothing is going to shut down. Human productivity is going to be replaced by robots, AI, and technology. And if humans don't understand how to stay grounded inside of themselves and understand who they are, they're going to get lost. Okay. Immediate access to funds, 24 hours a day. Okay. And she said in the pandemic, we saw how essential, or was the pandemic used to make it essential for them to switch the payment system. Okay. Cloud first. You hear that with Ripple, all these different companies. Cloud first. We're moving to a cloud-based system. Private sector RTP. Look up RTP, real-time payments. Everything is moving to real-time payments. Okay. And the last thing I put here is shift to real-time is inevitable. That's her exact words. It's not if, it's not when, it's inevitable. We are moving to a blockchain technology based financial system. Okay, so this was the announcement that came out. We just watched that all together. Here's the other announcement here. Okay, this is FedNow Services. They're partnering with Xrparmy. Okay, Xrparmy, if I'm saying that correctly, is a company that they're partnering with the FedNow Services for real-time payments. Okay, this is them here. And I want to show you this really quickly. Where did I pull this up? Okay. So by comparing the methods listed above and taking into account Xrparmy's own characteristics, our team has decided to adopt the notary mechanism and not engage in another set of protocols. We choose to directly adopt the Interledger protocol because although Interledger is initiated and led by Ripple, the company, it's an open protocol. Okay. So they're mentioning Ripple in here. They're not saying they're using Ripple, but listen to this. They're mentioning Ripple in their documents, okay? In another set of protocols, we choose to directly adopt the Interledger protocol. We're moving to Interledger protocol because although Interledger is initiated and led by Ripple, the company, that's how massive Ripple is, guys. They are massive. It is an open protocol. Any company or individual can participate in the joint development and use it for free. It is not linked to any blockchain or XRP. So you think about, why would they be mentioning specifically XRP and Ripple in right here in Xrparmy, right? Xrparmy, they're talking about Ripple and XRP. Xrparmy, Ripple, XRP, Algorand, JPM coin, R3, all these are going to be massive changes in your financial system. And as we break this down, you can break down in here, you can see how they give examples. And it talks about like, oh, so Alice and Bob agree to swap BTC swap, contracts for transaction. Alice buys Bob's ETH, and Bob sends his ETH to the BTC swap. Xrparmy is going to be doing the Fed's now instant payments. They're talking about moving your cryptocurrency, warriors. The cryptocurrency is not going anywhere. All your family members and Business Insider who clowned me yesterday in my article and all this stuff, it's not going to zero. This is what I'm talking about. I've always talked long term. They are moving your banking system, and eventually you're going to be able to custody your cryptocurrency at your local bank, and you're going to be able to move your money through the FedNow services. They're going to be another pandemic that's going to crush the middle class and the working class, and you're going to need assistance. And so you're going to be forced to set up your FedNow services to get your new stimulus, right? And then they're going to have the master accounts for the cryptocurrency, small exchanges to put it through there. So all the money is going to run through the system. Okay, so Federal Reserve collaborates with China's blockchain partner to facilitate faster payments. According to CEO of Xrparmy, is now the only blockchain startup included in FedNow Services product showcase. Okay, so basically FedNow Services is working with China. I mean, come on, guys. I've been sharing China, the new superpower, man. I've been sharing this with you guys for 3 years. The tinfoil hat guy, right? Xrparmy partners with China, BSN, to lower cost of payments. Here's something I want to show you guys too as well. I got really excited and I slowed down. Okay, or I went too fast here. Okay, so it talks about here China's. Okay. So where are we at here? Also, Apple also introduced a notary mechanism system in its own system in 2018. It's already accessed and traded among many different financial institutions. They've been doing this since 2018. China's lithium payments, the United States international fast remittances, MoneyGram, Japanese banks, SBI, Mitsubishi Bank, UFJ Financial Group, Spanish Foreign Bank, Swedish Nordisk Bank, Turkish Bank, Indian Bank. Read this. SBI Group, Ripple is 40% of SBI. Whereas a lot of these mentioned in here are connected to Ripple as well. Standard Chartered Bank connected to Ripple as well. Warriors, they are working behind the scenes to change your financial system. It's here. The shift is here. The great financial reset is here. Okay. That's why I've been talking about this. I love the Business Insider article. Go watch it. They did blast. So first they used me for my crypto knowledge, right? And then they blasted me for my crypto knowledge, right? And so they said that I picked crypto. I've been a long-term investor. I literally show my portfolio exactly what I'm doing. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm like, in our Warrior Academy, I'm like, here you go. Here's my portfolio. Here's my 5 pillars of wealth. Here's exactly what I'm doing in the biggest collapse in history. Unlike a financial advisor, I'm not a financial advisor. That's why I show my stuff. A financial advisor is not going to show you their portfolio because they're selling you products and services that benefit the bank. They're not selling you products and services that benefit you, right? Think about it. Your 401k, your pension plan is all tied up with these large asset managers like BlackRock, like Vanguard, that are moving you into zero carbon. Larry Fink is part of the board of trustees for World Economic Forum. And the job of the board of trustees for World Economic Forum, the head of BlackRock, his job is to move World Economic Forum agenda forward. Again, like the article that came out yesterday, Warriors, this much of it was truth. The rest of it was I literally told them that I responded to all those questions that they put in there, and they didn't put it in the article. So that's why I do so much research. And that's why I say don't trust a word I say. Trust the feeling and vibration it creates in your body and act accordingly. We need to learn discernment, working on that higher Christ consciousness, whatever that represents for you. So I love you guys very much. I appreciate you, and I can't wait to see you on the other side. Warriors, rise. If you'd like to join the Private Warrior Academy, click 3T Warrior Academy in Google or click the description down below to get in the game.